welcome to Jason's MMA One Take. We're going to go over UFC 260 where Francis Ngannou is taking on Stipe Miocic for a second time. Let's look back at last week though. We went 6-4, 60% accuracy. Not too bad. Let's try to exceed it this week. Let's get into the main event. In this one here, Francis Ngannou I think is actually going to defeat Stipe Miocic. It's a razor thin call if I'm honest. It's heavyweights, there's power flying all over the place. So honestly, it's really hard to say. If there's takedowns, if there's a grind, I think it's Stipe. Obviously, that one-hitter quitter out of Francis Ngannou is a lot at heavyweight. It's a lot for anybody, anywhere, regardless of weight class. And I think he could shut the lights out on a guy who we have seen knocked out recently by DC. So we'll see how that one plays out. It's razor thin, but I am going to go with Ngannou in this one. I think he's better, and I think he's capable of being the new heavyweight champion. In the next one, Tyron Woodley's taking on Vicente Luque. In this one here, how the mighty have fallen. Tyron Woodley, 0-3 in his last three. He's struggling out there. And Luque, while he had the dip against Wonderboy, is looking really good lately, coming off a 2-fight win streak. And I think he's going to tie another one on. I think Woodley's basically done. I don't think his heart is in it anymore. And I think he is going to lose on Saturday. Luque is the call. In the next one, Sean O'Malley, the Sugar Show, is showing up in this one to take on Thomas Almeida, a great competitor, but I think Sugar has learned from his last loss to Chito Vera. He's going to be out there checking the kicks, I think. That's definitely a pathway to victory with this guy. But if he can check the kicks, he can make it happen. This guy is a highlight reel, and I think he's going to win his bantamweight fight on Saturday. In the next one, Miranda Maverick is taking on Jillian Robertson. In this one here, I'm going to fear the Maverick, and I think she's going to get home with a W in this one. I think that Robertson, coming off her loss to Talia Santos, is going to struggle to put another one together, and 4-fight win streak is coming in for Miranda. She's the call in her matchup. In the next one, Kama Worthy takes on Jamie Malarkey, and Kama Worthy did struggle in his last one. He had kind of a freak knockout loss. I think he's going to overcome that, and I think he's going to defeat another guy who's struggling in Jamie Malarkey. I think, honestly, Kama gets it done. In the next one here, we have Abubakar Nurmagomedov taking on Jared Gooden. In this one here, it's kind of one of those styles makes fights, right? We have better hands out of Gooden. We have better takedown, better wrestling game out of Nurmagomedov, but with a name like that, isn't that what you expect, right? So I'm going to go ahead and stick with Nurmagomedov in this one. I think he gets it done. The takedowns are just going to be too real. He's going to be out there putting it to the mat and getting it done. Then we have Michael Olenstruck taking on Modestas Bukakas. In this one here, it's going to be another razor-thin-like call, but I think Olenstruck is the better fighter in this one. I see him getting it done and cruising to a decision. Maybe a knockout. We'll see how things play out, but I think a decision in that one. Then we have Omar Morales taking on Shane Young. In this one here, it's a very close one. We got a Sanford guy in Omar. We have a city kickboxing guy in Shane Young. So we both have top-tier gyms, but I think Omar gets it done here. I think he's a little bit better fighter, and I expect him to get it done on Saturday. Then we have Marc-Andre Barrier, Power Bar, coming and taking on Abu Azaitar. And I'm not going to pick the guy. Did he have steroids? Did he have potatoes? It's a weird freaking story out in Abu Dhabi, so I cannot pick him. I got to go with Power Bar in this one. I think he's the call. I also think that he has the skills to pay the bills. I expect him to get a win, even though he struggled. The guy has struggled quite a bit, but I think he can get it done. And then the last one here, we have a debut in Fabio Charant taking on Alonzo Menafield. And despite Menafield's recent struggles, I think he's able to defeat this guy. He gets it done. So those are the calls, and that has been your MMA One Take.
Thank you.